In this tutorial, we will derive values of vertex chromatic numbers for complete graph, complement of complete graph, complete bipartite graph, path graph, and cycle graph. So let's start with the complete graph. So I'm considering K8 here. So let me draw K8. So as you can see, this is K8. Vertices are starting from 0 and it's going up to 7. Okay, so this is K8. So now we are going to use this particular function coloring dot greedy underscore color in order to obtain a valid coloring for this particular graph. And we are supposed to, there are two parameters. The first parameter is corresponding to name of the graph and second parameter is corresponding to strategy. So here I have chosen random underscore sequential strategy. So now the coloring will be stored as dictionary. So let's check. So here as you can see, this is the output. So as this second parameter is corresponding to color. So now, and the first parameter is corresponding to the name of the vertex. So as you can see, total 8 colors are used, 0 to 7. And for each vertex we can know which color is used. For example, for third vertex 0 color is used, for the second vertex color number 1 is used, for the fifth vertex color number 2 is used, for the fourth vertex color number 3 is used, and so on. So as you can see, there is no repetition. Total we have 8 vertices and 8 different colors are used. And this is anyway trivial because ultimately Kn contains n vertices and all these n vertices are pairwise adjacent. So ultimately we can't reuse any of the colors. So in general we can say that for Kn, the vertex chromatic number is nothing but n. So now let me talk about complement of complete graph. So let me consider complement of K8. So let me draw that particular graph first and then we'll talk about its chromatic number. So this is nothing but complement of K8. So no edges are present, so it's nothing but an independent set. So what we can do, we can just assign a single color to all the vertices. So let's verify this particular fact. So now instead of K, let me use I, and since now we are talking about graph I, not K, right? And now let's check the output. So as you can see, for all vertices color 0 is used, right? So we can say that chromatic number for Kn complement is nothing but 1, because using just one color we can color all the vertices. So let's talk about the complete bipartite graph now. So I have taken example of K5, 3. So first partite set contains 5 vertices, vertex 0 to vertex 4, and the second partite set contains 3 vertices, vertex 5 to vertex 7. So let's apply the greedy coloring approach for this particular graph and let's see the output first. So as you can see, only 2 colors are used, color 0 and color 1. Color 0 is used for vertex 4, 2, 1, 0 and vertex 3. So that means for this particular partite set color 0 is used, and for this particular partite set vertex 5, 6 and 7 color 1 is used. So basically only 2 colors are used, and we can and it's trivial because ultimately this particular partite set forms an independent set. This particular second partite set also forms an independent set, so we can assign a unique color to each of the partite sets. So for this particular class of graph, the vertex chromatic number is 2, because using 2 colors we will be able to color all the vertices of the graph. So in general, for bipartite graph, bi stands for 2 and partite set for basically independent set. So for bipartite graphs, we can say that the chromatic number, vertex chromatic number is nothing but 2. From this, we can say that for path graphs also, the vertex chromatic number is 2, since path graph is nothing but a bipartite graph. So now let's talk about cycle graphs. So let me draw C7 first. So as you can see, this is nothing but C7 from vertices from 0 to 6. And now the question is, what is the chromatic number for this particular graph? So let me apply the greedy coloring function. So now let's see the output. So as you can see here, total three different colors are used: color 0, color 1 and color 2. So the idea is you can assign, let's say, color number 0 to odd number of vertices and color number 1 to even number of vertices. And since there is a cycle, the first as well as last vertex will be connected. So in that particular case, you can't assign the same color to them, so therefore one additional color is required. So if cycle is of odd length, then basically three colors are required. So let me take another case where I am considering even length cycle. So let me draw that particular graph first. Let me draw graph D, and as you can see, this is nothing but cycle on 8 vertices. And now let's see what is the output of this greedy coloring for this particular graph. So as you can see here, only two colors are used, color 0 and color 1. So we can say that for cycle graph, if cycle is of even length, then basically only two colors are required, and if cycle is of odd length, then three colors are required. So you can also see this particular result like this. Since even length cycle is nothing but a bipartite graph, and for bipartite graph we already derived the result that the chromatic number is 2, right? So therefore even length cycle, the chromatic number is 2, and for odd length cycle one additional color is required. So chromatic number will be 3 if cycle is of odd length. So this is the summary of today's tutorial. Basically we have derived values of vertex chromatic number for Pn, Cn, Kn, Kn complement and Km, N. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel for more videos.